Okay, so I've literally just posted this week's video, but I think this is fitting for next week, so we'll start with this. But this is like the little alleyway in between the house. This is my neighbour's house. This is my house. And there's these wee archways up here, but look, there's like a wee little door. I've not put the flash on, so I might have to come out of this and go back in with the flash, so give me 1 second. Flash is on. Let's have a look. I hope it's not like just a body. There's not going to be a body, is there? There could be a doll though. Shit, this thing's haunted, isn't it? Oh, there's just a tube. How disappointing. See if I can get up a bit higher here. Oh no, I'll just use you. That's better. That's disappointing. Why wasn't there like... I don't know. Oh well, I'm gonna hide shit in there. Just playing Skyrim here. This is what my cupboard is gonna look like when the beer is finished. Hey guys, how's it going? So it's Friday night in England, and I've just got home from work. I did an extra shift at the pub today. A couple of guys in the pub have been telling me about a heap of decent restaurants and bars and stuff around here to go and have a drink, and something to eat. So that's been cool. I was also told that the shop around the corner from me is going into liquidation. It's a drink shop, so there's cheap beer. So I was straight in there after work. Can of Foster's, but still cheap as hell. Cheers. So we've got a few books this week, comics, but I've read them all and tucked them away, but we'll have a look at them properly later on. I just managed to get a full-time job today. I just got a phone call, so that starts on the 2nd of June with the start of the month, and the wage there, the trial wage, is decent, and then after the trial's over, if they like me, I'll actually be earning what I was earning before I moved down here, and everything's a lot cheaper down here, so I'm actually going to be better off, which is amazing, more than I could have hoped for. So more books. I'm going to get back into getting some nice Silver Age Spideys and some more EC books, hopefully. I was speaking to Comics Related last week about the beer that I'm making. We'll maybe have a look at that later. I'll maybe leave this video to upload until I've bottled it, but we'll see. It gets conditioned again in the bottle, but I'm leaving it longer than I was going to because of his recommendation. So that's cool. It's Friday. I was going to be bottling it today, but I'm going to leave it a couple more days. We'll just see what the bubbles are saying. But yes, anyway, let's have a look at these books. So I've been collecting the fighting fantasy books and pretty much anything to do with, fighting fantasy turn page books. And I found these in a Tesco book sale, 50p. These are Dungeons and Dragons, and they're called Endless Quests. So they're like fighting fantasies, but there's no dice. You just at the bottom of the page, it's like turn to this page to go left or whatever. So this one's called Light on Quests Mountain, and this one is called Spell of the Winter Wizard. So they were 50p each. Really chuffed with those. And yeah, also in there is this. It makes me laugh every time I see it. What I'll have to do is get a crew of boys together to recite one of the songs from this book. But it's called More Rugby Songs. Look at these guys. Helmets required in the shower. That's the kind of caliber of lads we're looking at here. But yeah, more rugby songs. Awesome. And then a couple of other books. I'm still reading Shadow of the Wind. Whereas it's not in here. But honestly, it's a fantastic book. I'll stick a photo in here. Just if you enjoy reading books, please read that. It's such a good book. Yeah, fantastic. And even if you don't read and you find somebody who's asking for a good book to read, tell them to read The Shadow of the Wind. You'll look awesome. So yeah, anyway, Douglas Copeland's Generation X. I've never read this. It was in the charity shop down the road. Really happy to get it, and looking forward to reading it. I'm going to read that next. And then after that, I'm going to read this. It's called The Vorer, however you'd pronounce that, by B. Catling. And yeah, there's a blurb on the front by Alan Moore, so you know it's going to be good. I've been looking for this for ages. It's been like oddly expensive, like 12 quid, like for a second-hand copy. So to find one was really good in the charity shop, and I think a second part of this has just come out. So we'll be getting into that eventually too. But anyway, that's the books and stuff. So let's see what else is going on. And cheers. I'm off to play Skyrim. Okay, hey, how's it going? So yeah, I've got a couple more things. I forgot to show this in the last bit. I got it. It was actually behind me in the last photo, the last film, whatever you want to call it. This is Fantasy Miniatures, a hardback book. It's from Games Workshop, which is Warhammer figurines. This is early. This is like, well, I don't know if it's early. I don't know how old Warhammer is. But this is 1989. This one. This is, yeah. I was looking these up online, and I think this is quite rare. I got this for 40p. But it's got all the different like paint styles, I guess, for each war. Oh, this is a contest. This is the ones that have been painted by players. But yeah, if you don't know, it's like a miniature. Yeah, I guess that Warhammer would have come after, because Gary Gygax, who wrote Dungeons and Dragons, did an original. I can't remember what it was called. Might have just been called Miniatures. It's not called Miniatures. I'll stick a photo of the book in here. But he wrote a rule book for this, like originally back in the day, like an all-encompassing rule book, so everyone could play off the same thing. You see what I mean? Because everyone just made up their own rules before then. But yeah, so this is really cool. It's nothing I've really got into. I used to have Warhammer, but I just painted them badly. But yeah. So Fantasy Miniatures. Really pleased to find that, actually. And it's something I didn't know I wanted. My hops came from my next batch of beer. Citra. So Cross My Loof Brew. They're from Glasgow. So yeah, that was that. The TV might kick off in a second. I've finally managed to get Skyrim Legendary, which has the 3 DLCs: Dawnguard, Hearthfire, and Dragonborn. Still on Xbox Live. I think the one you make the house. What is that? Hearthfire. Hearthfire's like $3.99, but Dawnguard and Dragonborn are both $12.99 each to download. And oh, it's finished, right? Sweet. And yeah, this was £6, so got the 2 DLC, so I could finally got the full game, and it's just finished downloading. So I'm gonna go ahead and play it now. Yeah. So I don't know if I spoke about these Black Label, DC Black Label things. I can't remember, but I'm gonna be picking up a couple of those when they come out. And I think we've got Tempest, hopefully League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Tempest is starting this month, so I'm just waiting to see it come through the door, and then we'll know for sure. Harrow County finishes this week, so if you've been picking up Harrow County, or if you haven't, now's your last chance to get one while they're still coming out. But yeah, anyway guys, that's everything. I've had a really shit day at work today, holy crap. The place I'm working is not the most pleasant bar in the world. Yeah, holy crap. I'm only supposed to be doing Saturdays and Sundays, and I've picked up a few extra shifts. I've done Friday and I've done today, which is Monday. And yeah, Monday you'd think would be a nice quiet day in a pub. Not here. Holy shit. Holy shit. But anyway, that's everything, guys. So we'll see you next week. I'll be starting my new. No, I won't. I'm starting my new full-time job next Monday. So, but yeah. Anyway, that no one cares about that. But take it easy, guys. Peace out, and yeah, see you next week.